The following is a Mid-Atlantic Sports special presentation.
Welcome to the Carolina Sports Arena and welcome to CWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. 2 years ago, they were on top of the world together as Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions. Tonight, they will vie for championship gold once again. But tonight, it will be against one another as the new dynasty, simply Steve Green, takes on Mid-Atlantic television champion Brass Monkey. And it's been an incredible fall with shocking moments and unforgettable matches. But now, as the temperature begins to drop, alliances begin to form, not for warmth, but for sheer survival. The road to Ultimate Survivor 4 begins right now!
10 minutes time limit this time. Would you please welcome Marcellus? But tonight, right in the middle of this ring, the Mid-Atlantic King is going to set the CSA on fire, just like Eastern Guilford High School.
We are back at the Carolina Sports Arena in Burlington, North Carolina, and Marcellus King, not wasting 1 second, going after El Fuego, Jesse Ortega.
Ortega into the ropes, off, the big man catches him. Ortega up and over. Marcellus King ducked under. We've got both men down. Look at this. Ortega able to get the big man on his back, but he's fighting back with a vengeance.
Ortega trying to end this one early with a series of pinning combinations, the sunset flip, the backslide, but Marcellus King cutting him off at the pass with that leg Larry. Now Marcellus King, and we've had 3 2 counts within the first 60 seconds of this contest.
Yeah, Marcellus King, we expect great things out of him. He's got all the tools. He's shown us that since the day he first stepped into the CWF Mid-Atlantic ring. And right now he's got one of the better known ring adversaries in the area, Jesse El Fuego Ortega, one of the homegrown wrestlers, a third-generation wrestler, am I not correct?
His grandfather, the original Jesse Ortega, certainly competed in Kawasaki Stadium against Antonio Inoki back in the 70s. Right now, Ortega going to work, and he's such a tremendous submission artist. Already going to work on the leg. He frequently sizes up the arm for that Fujiwara armbar, which he has won so many matches with in his short career spanning the past 3 years.
That's right, look at this. Marcellus King using the body weight to stop Ortega, up and over, big slam.
For some reason or another, the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight crown has always eluded the Mid-Atlantic King, Marcellus King. He's made a lot of noise in that area, how he feels he has been wronged by the promotion in his lack of shots at the big gold. But the few shots he has gotten, he's never come out victorious.
Yeah, he's got a history of coming up just a little short, but I mean, it's not like he's an old man. This is a young man, terrific physique, great heart rate. He's taking a beating right now at the big elbow of Jesse Ortega off into the ropes, but he's able to duck out and totally miss the drop kick attempt.
Of course, Jesse Ortega, you want to talk about championships, pretty much redefined the Mid-Atlantic television title a couple years back when he had a record-setting 24 successful title defenses while holding that strap. It was a record that will be very lucky to be broken by anyone in today's day and age of competition.
That's right, but I mean, you know, like I said, he's got the tools. I mean, somebody was to get close to that record the next few years, the coming months, Marcellus King would probably be a good candidate for that.
If Marcellus King were to retire and never hold the heavyweight crown, I would quite honestly be shocked, because he has as much tools and attributes as any heavyweight that's come down the pike in a long, long time.
That's right, and Jesse Ortega's feeling it right now as King drops the boots off the middle rope, and I mean, he just seems to be toying with Ortega right now. I mean, how smart of an idea is this?
Marcellus King taking a page out of the game plan of El Fuego twisting away on that ankle, and we've actually seen Marcellus King go after the ankles in recent times. He actually made the youngster Roy Rage Wilkins tap out to the ankle lot, but that may have also had a lot to do with the injury that Roy had previously sustained on that ankle.
That's right, but right now, looks like he's totally in control. Marcellus King, well, you know, here I go saying control. Ortega trying to fight his way out, got the elbow all in the face and around the jaw of King, but King clamps back down. Looks like he is back in control.
Well, the one thing about Jesse Ortega is, in comparison to his trainer, the Gemini Kid, the acorn definitely does not fall far from the tree, and while those two are definitely not seeing eye to eye right now, Ortega has a lot of the same ability Gemini Kid did when Gemini used to actually, technically wrestle, as Ortega knows how to pretty much reverse his way out of any predicament.
And right now, he's got to be going through the entire encyclopedia of reversals, and right now, he's coming up blank. Marcellus King still twisting away on the ankle of Ortega. Ortega in a great deal of pain, but I mean, you got to give it to this youngster. He's still fighting. He's not submitting here.
Marcellus King trying to reposition the body, and more specifically the ankle of Ortega, or Ortega with those vicious kicks from behind, trying to free himself from the grasp of the Mid-Atlantic King, who's dropping all his body weight down across the knee and ankle.
And that's going to leave a mark. Jesse Ortega in a world of hurt right now. He was in a lot of pain earlier, and right now Marcellus King just having his way. He can do permanent damage to this young man's ankle if something doesn't give, and we're just hoping it's not the ankle of Ortega that gives.
All things considered, Ortega has been fairly injury-free during his young career. He's had a little bit of problems, if anything, with the ankle, with the leg, but not a whole lot of damage has been incurred as of yet.
That's right. You see Ortega trying to fight his way back out. Double axe handle right to the side of the head of Ortega. Marcellus King is getting direct now.
Oh, Marcellus King caught Ortega midair, sit-out powerbomb, but can only hold Ortega down for a 2 count.
Ortega had his eyes fixed on the referee when the hand started down. He was able to roll his shoulder out of that. Amazing. He was able to catch an extra breath.
Well, Marcellus King had just been able to get those legs over the arms of Ortega. He may have been able to get a fall there, but now Ortega trying to fire back. Kick right to the jaw. Ortega, leg lariat, Marcellus King down.
Marcellus King holding his head. He doesn't believe it. He's just taking 2 swift boots right into the skull, and now he's getting his chest lit up by Ortega. Here we go, across the ring.
Tremendous back and forth contest between 2 premier standout athletes here in CWF Mid-Atlantic rings. Ortega now taking it to Marcellus King, going for a bulldog. Marcellus King shows him off. Ortega hits the corner.
Marcellus King back in control. Looks like he's got him up for a pile driver. No, up and over, down into a DDT.
Marcellus King ended up going for a powerbomb. Ortega able to spin out of it, bring Marcellus King, crash it down on his head, and Marcellus King, the bottom rope was in play to save the Mid-Atlantic King.
Yeah, the Mid-Atlantic King came out with a little bit of help right there. Ortega could have had this one done, but Ortega's got to remain focused now. He's got his eyes set on the top rope, and looks like he's going up.
Marcellus King still trying to get his wits about him as Ortega ascends, perched, ready, flying, body press, but Marcellus King all the way through with the roll, head full of tights, and Marcellus King, what mess some may consider to be an upset, Marcellus King, by use of a handful of tights, pins the shoulders of El Fuego here today at the Carolina Sports Arena.
Yeah, you even see the fans behind him indicating his pants were pulled right there, but it's going in the record book. Marcellus King the winner.
Cecil Scott, the Blade, Kandrack. Gentlemen, would you please come on! Bring him on down!
We'll round off for our fans, and quite honestly, for us as well. This should be an extremely entertaining 6-man contest and is getting underway before the bell even rings as the trio of Michael McAllister and the young duo of Ric Converse and Cecil Scott have attacked Classic Chris Collins, Kamakazi Kid, and Xsiris.
And look at this, up and over. McAllister did an almost impressive offensive move there.
Yeah, but unfortunately his teammates couldn't back him up, and now McAllister is trapped in no man's land, surrounded by Classic, Xsiris, and Kazi.
Who he does not see. He really doesn't see him now.
Having a little bit of fun with the old schoolboy trip up.
McAllister still flat on his back. Chris Collins, Xsiris, not finished with him yet.
Oh, McAllister is about to be in a world of hurt. No partners to be found. Kazi, moonsault crush.
Oh, that would probably make his liver quiver.
So McAllister quivers to a tag to one of his partners as Kazi, Collins, and Xsiris soaking the cheers from the fans that adore them so here at the CSA.
That's right, the CSA, the Carolina Sports Arena here in Burlington, North Carolina, our home base, so to speak. Our television studio would like you to come out and get your tickets in advance, otherwise you probably won't get a seat.
Randolph, really, this is pretty much one of the first times we've seen this Aric Andrews in action. We saw him have a little cameo in the Rumble, and he was certainly, for someone making his first ever match debut, honestly did fare pretty well for himself. If nothing else, he at least has the size in his favor.
Well, right now, Kamakazi Kid's trying to tenderize his chest, and Kandrack reverses Kamakazi into the corner, but Kazi gets out of the way.
Kazi easily had that one scouted, all the experience, and drive the knees into the upper chest of Ric Converse, who's second for some wind right now.
Yeah, what we just saw is Kamakazi just equalized the size differential by putting Kandrack flat on his back.
You know, if I know Michael McAllister, he's probably all for making these rookies take the brunt of the punishment and him trying to sneak a win as Xsiris flies up and over on top of Ric Converse. Referee Red Jones with the cover, and if you can't quite catch what Xsiris' t-shirt says, yes indeed, it is a girl.
That's right, and Xsiris pounding away on Kandrack, goes over, got a little something for McAllister, back to Kandrack in the middle of the ring, and we're going to tag in Classic Chris Collins.
Of course, we've got to give much beloved props to Xsiris and his wonderful girlfriend, and major congratulations on that soon-to-be addition to the CWF family.
That's right, and Classic Chris Collins unloading on Big Ray Kandrack. Look at this, a crowd solid behind 3C.
Chris Collins taking the big man down, and the one thing a lot of people may not be aware of this is Collins, Xsiris, and Kamakazi Kid have a ton of history together. In fact, those three virtually grew up together, and this is the first time all three have had the opportunity to team up here in CWF.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when we first met the three of these gentlemen, they were basically riding together to shows in the same car.
Ric Converse utilizing the power. Kamakazi Kid possibly maybe a little bit too full of himself there, going for a suplex, and Ric Converse just too big, too strong, and now making the first legal tag in this contest to Cecil Scott, another youngster that also saw his debut at the recent Rumble a few weeks ago.
Nice form. Cecil Scott flies through Kamakazi Kid, got him over for the cover. Kazi able to kick out on two, still holding his head. You know, pretty impressive entry by another rookie here in the CWF ring.
Well, apparently Michael McAllister has already taught him how to argue with the official. Kazi going for a sunset flip, but Cecil Scott also too big, too strong, but Kazi possibly a bit too smart.
And Kazi able to roll out and gather up a piece of his mask. It got tore off, and I don't think he liked that.
A better kick than anything Mike Vanderjet has made lately.
That's right, and Kamakazi Kid trying to get over to his corner, make a tag. Cecil Scott alertly holding on to him. Kandrack into the corner. I mean, who looks like the veteran tag team right now? I mean, McAllister having his way with Kazi.
Well, honestly, Kazi is probably beaten and bruised from the recent wars with the Gemini Kid. I mean, we're not even a month removed from the Kazi's Rules match at the 6th annual CWF Rumble, where it saw tables, ladders, chairs, thumbtacks, it had it all. in one of the defining matches of a man's career. Somehow Kazi survived that, but his body, I question if his body survived it.
Well, you know, he's not been doing a lot of interviews. We've not heard a lot out of him. You know, we used to occasionally see Kazi between events. Now it's not so much like that. And, you know, since he came back from his injury months ago, he's sort of been a little more of a loner, although from what I can see, he's still got friends in the locker room.
Ray Kandrack, big splash, crushing the ribs of Kazi, and Red Jones having an awful hard time trying to direct traffic here. Only a 2 count, but man, Ray Kandrack had Kazi's shoulders on the mat for probably a 5.
Well, that's right. Kandrack's problem was his own teammates were in the ring, and that's why referee Red Jones delayed on making the count. But right now, he's just trying to rip apart the spine of Kamakazi Kid.
I guess maybe because of the veteran and because of the experience, possibly did Kazi, Xsiris, and Classic take this match slightly at all? I mean, it would be completely out of their character, but after everything Kazi's been through lately in this blood feud with Gemini Kid, maybe, just maybe he looked at this as a night off.
Well, you know, you've got to look at the roster here at CWF from the top to the bottom. There's nobody you can take lightly, nobody whatsoever. It wouldn't surprise me sometime the next year, next 6 months, heck, the next 2 years, somebody that you're seeing right now on this TV show here on the internet, every week, somebody you're seeing might not be a champion somewhere else.
I couldn't agree more. And in fact, I think the rookies of 2006, as we get ready for 2007, even the rookies, and even in their debut matches, seem to get better and better and better. It's like the dojo is just producing some incredible athletes, and there seems to be no shortage here as of late.
That is for sure. And I mean, just like usual, we're all the time getting inquiries from wrestlers from all over the country, and yes, all over the world, wanting to know how they can be a part of CWF Mid-Atlantic. And right now, it's not like we have openings and are out scouting for new talent.
Michael McAllister putting the boots to Kazi as this 6-man combination, which is teaming for the first time ever, has basically cut the ring in half. A true staple of veteran tag team wrestling.
Yeah, it is a staple of the Mid-Atlantic style, especially starting back in the 60s. But right now, Michael McAllister is, how do I say this? He's doing wrestling moves and stuff.
But Kazi slipped out. Kazi has him up. Picasso driver on McAllister.
Kazi holding his head. He took the brunt of that as well. But that has got to be it for McAllister.
Boy, you can beat a man down all you want, but it only takes one Picasso driver to turn the tide. And right now, the Kamakazi Kid needs to get over there and tag either a fresh Xsiris or classic Chris Collins.
Yeah, Kamakazi Kid's in the wrong corner. McAllister on his hands and knees crawling in for a tag classic. Chris Collins now the legal man, and he goes to work against all 3 of these men.
He's got 3 C's for every member of the McAllister trio, and Xsiris handing a few out as well.
Yeah, Xsiris not to be outdone right here. Now, Kamakazi Kid comes in with a big drop kick for all of them.
You just give Kazi 20 seconds to rest, and boy, he's going to come right back at you full steam ahead.
Oh, goodness. McAllister flat on his back. All 6 men still going at it here in the ring at the Carolina Sports Arena.
Cecil Scott getting rocked in the corner by Xsiris, Ray Kandrack, Michael McAllister, everyone in the opposite corners, and McAllister, Kandrack, Scott meet in the middle. And
you got to admire the fancy footwork of referee Red Jones for staying out of the way.
DUI! Neckbreaker, Death Valley driver, 3 men are up, 3 men are down, and the fans are enjoying the victors right now.
And look at this, classic Chris Collins up to the top rope.
3C spiraling off, crushing Cecil Scott. Xsiris up on top as well, sentoning down, and Kazi, do we have one more in the tank? Double pop front splash on Cecil Scott.
And look at this, classic Chris Collins over for the cover, the referee down.
The legal man makes the cover. Classic Chris Collins pins Cecil Scott, and the trio of classic Kamakazi Kid and Xsiris pull one out over McAllister and the 2 rookies here today at the CSA.
29 seconds. Kamakazi Kid, Xsiris, and classic Chris Collins. because last week I was cut off by Commissioner Chrome Dome and that stupid jarhead Alex Adonis. I came out here and I told G-Star she was on my hit list, but I didn't get a chance to explain why. I'm going to tell you why. Because ever since the CWF Rumble, right there on the Mid-Atlantic website, they have a list of how long people lasted in a Rumble. Now, I've been getting clowned for the last 2 weeks by friends of mine in the business, people that aren't friends of mine in the business, that I was in and out of this ring shorter than everybody else that entered. Even nobodies like Mark Van Hook and Nick Richards lasted longer than I did. I even got ridiculed because a woman lasted longer than I did. And at first, yes, I was kind of embarrassed that G-Star lasted longer than I did, until I started thinking about it. I mean, after all, G-Star is the only wrestler in this promotion that has been in every single CWF Rumble. G-Star defeated Drake Tungsten and whipped him like a dog right here in the ring. G-Star is a former AWA Mid-Atlantic TV champion who defeated a man that is now a world champion. So she has some credentials, and besides, G-Star is bigger than half the wrestlers in the locker room, so it's probably a little harder to get her over the rope than it was to get me over the rope. Now look at here, if it ain't G-Star himself out here to interrupt me.
USA! I'm not out here to talk to you. The only reason you're upset is because, well, everybody out here knows you ain't nothing but a minute man. And this is the first time I've ever put you on. So this is how you draw me out here. But I'm not out here to talk to you. I'm out here to talk to you. To you, Tony. I mean, how long ago? It wasn't very long ago I saw you sitting out here in these very seats as a fan. You were one of us. Not one of them. I consider myself one of them. I am fortunate enough to be one of these fans. That's where you were. You would send me MySpace messages talking about, you're going to be my friend. What happened? A little money changed your mind? Money's not important? I can understand from a fan wanting to get on the other side of that curtain, but I'm here to tell you, it's not all roses back there, is it? It should change your mind. Dude, all of these people here have tried to tell you countless number of times, money doesn't mean anything. Shut up. Money means nothing in this sport. True believers know it's a sport. This is not a business, it's not about money, it's about what's right here in your heart. And I know from the MySpace messages, you actually have a good heart.
Look, I don't care about any stupid MySpace messages. And I don't care if you think this guy's your friend or not. This guy is under contract with me. I pay him. He does what I say, not what you say. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He knows who pays the bills around here, and he's going to do what I tell him to do.
These people still believe that there's a good person out here. Don't you think so? See? These people still believe.
Hey. Hey, get your hands off your head and listen to me. You know who pays you, and you're going to earn your money. Shut up! You earn your money. You take that flag and you smack her upside the head with it and knock both of her eyeballs out of her skull. You do it right now. You do what I tell you. You shut your mouth. You take that flag and knock her head off with it.
Well, Randolph, I think G may have gotten to this mammoth bodyguard. Sheik's bodyguard possibly does indeed have a heart. And no! Sheik looking with the Iranian flag from behind on G.
Yeah, Diabolical is always using his own bodyguard, who may be having second thoughts here, but G-Star's laying in a crumpled heap on the floor, and the bodyguard wants money.
I thought G was actually getting to him.
And you do what I pay you to do.
Sheik looking is just lining his pockets with more and more cash. No! The bodyguard brings all that weight down and crushes G-Star.
God, we're going to need help here in the ring. G-Star may be injured.
Alex Adonis trying to make the save, but quite possibly too little, too late, as I dare even guess. The body weight, obviously over 300, wasn't pushing 400, that just came crashing down on the chest of G. G-Star trying to speak from her heart, trying to speak for all these fans at the CSA. It seemed like maybe there was a sliver of hope, of heart still left in the body of the bodyguard. But in the end, he took that weight and brought it crashing down, all because of the almighty Buck.
Why you come out here supposed to get here?
Football for the 15-minute time limit. This time, please welcome team number 1, Gregory, Vercetti, and Jerry Wayne. And Champagne!
Well, as far as dream tag teams go in CWF Mid-Atlantic, and quite honestly, North Carolina professional wrestling dating back some 10, 15 years, you've got it right here, Randolph.
Well, I mean, it's not every day you tune into anyone's wrestling program and witness both a former entertainment star who also happens to be a former CWF Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion team up with a former Extreme Lucha icon.
Extreme Lucha icon. I mean, anyone that was there at the Omega reunion show on December 1st, 2000 remembers the epic battle between Champagne and Steve Carino for an Extreme Championship that back then really was extreme, unlike what you may see on Tuesday nights now. Or wait, was that been canceled yet? It's Otto Schwanz and the Extreme Lucha icon Champagne taking nothing away from their competition tonight. Gregory Vercetti, probably one of the most overlooked technical wrestlers in CWF Mid-Atlantic today, teaming alongside another youngster, Jerry Wayne.
Jerry Wayne's been showing up a lot lately on the cards and showing out pretty well right now. His partner could probably use a tag, as Otto Schwanz has been just having his way with him.
Well, you just can't match power and strength. And yes, Gregory Vercetti, tremendous technician. But locking horns with Otto Schwanz, you've got to take all that power into account, and you can't just wrestle Otto Schwanz like you would anyone else.
Take a look at Otto Schwanz, fans, and take it from somebody who has stood beside both men. He's probably 3-4 inches taller than Nikita Koloff. Okay, now, put that into perspective. When a guy that size is dropping elbows like it's nothing.
Otto Schwanz has certainly turned back the hands of clock to a day of yesteryear, because there is so much similarity between that uncontrollable Russian nightmare Nikita Koloff and the insanity that embodies Otto Schwanz. The similarities are amazing.
Well, now we're finally getting to see Champagne, the legal man for his tag team, in here the first time. Already got Vercetti down, cradled him up, only able to get a 2 count. Vercetti still a little game trying to get back over to his corner.
Oh, reversal by Vercetti, but Champagne one step ahead. Beautiful up and over into the sunset flip. could not hold his shoulders down, but Champagne showing his smarts ever since he returned to CWF Mid-Atlantic rings from Hollywood last year.
Yeah, and referee Charles Richardson got his hands full. We have another tag. Otto Schwanz back in. Vercetti yet to make a tag to his partner Jerry Wayne, and he is taking the brunt of both of these guys' beatings.
No man is going to be able to stand a 2-on-1 assault from Otto Schwanz and Champagne.
Otto Schwanz right now looks like he's in total control. He's signaling to Champagne, and right now he's just beating his opponent down with headbutts. And here we go. Was it suplex?
Textbook suplex. You mentioned Otto Schwanz being a former Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, which he did accomplish back in 2002. But I'll tell you one thing, Randolph. Last August 19th, right here at the CSA, Otto Schwanz came as close to dethroning Ric Converse for the AWA World Heavyweight title as anyone has done since Converse won that strap.
Yeah, it's been an amazing run. I tell you, Converse has surprised everyone and silenced all the critics for being able to defeat all the names that keep getting thrown up at him. But Champagne right now going back to work on Vercetti. Vercetti needs to make a tag.
I don't know if Vercetti realizes he's in a tag match right now, but he needs to be utilizing every bit of his power to get over there and tag Jerry Wayne.
And right now, Jerry Wayne, the fresh man on the outside, helpless to do anything. And Champagne unloads on Vercetti and decks him.
I mean, to be fair, Vercetti is a pretty untrusting person and is pretty untrustworthy in his own right. That's why you really haven't seen him aligned with one person for any length of time in recent times.
Oh, look at this. Jerry Wayne finally tagged in, and here we go. Up and over, Champagne waiting on him, and now he's waiting on him again.
Jerry Wayne's inexperience is getting rocked by Champagne.
Champagne over, tags in Otto Schwanz. This is bad news for Jerry Wayne.
A very auspicious opening tag in for Jerry Wayne.
Jerry Wayne playing foot mat. He might as well go ahead and have welcome tattooed on his chest because Otto Schwanz is definitely wiping his boots with it.
Charles Richardson, I wish you all the luck in the world trying to even make Otto Schwanz understand the rules and regulations of a squared circle.
And look at this. Otto makes the legal tag, Champagne the legal man, and he goes right into the back of Jerry Wayne. Jerry Wayne getting pushed towards his corner, but Champagne's changed his mind.
Champagne another lateral press, and you can almost see the comfort and ease that Champagne and Otto Schwanz are wrestling with.
Beautiful drop. Jerry Wayne flat on his back, barely able to kick out, almost a 3 count.
There are some times you watch in sports where one team, even though the score may not reflect it, one team just seems to be in complete control of the other, and that's pretty much exactly what we have here.
Beautiful. Champagne down, only able to get a 2 count. Jerry Wayne, I guess he's still pretty fresh, even though he's already pretty much taking a beating of his own now.
He's certainly not having any better success than Gregory Vercetti did, but to sign a contract against Otto Schwanz and Champagne in the first place takes a little something extra, and I believe we just had a hot shot courtesy of Jerry Wayne, and Champagne for the first time in this contest is down.
Champagne face down on the canvas, something we don't see a whole lot. And now Vercetti wants back in all of a sudden. Jerry Wayne trying to make it over to his corner.
Oh, Vercetti cannot wait to get a tag now that Champagne is down, and right to the skull of Champagne. Vercetti's not going to waste a second here.
Oh, beautiful European uppercut, and he goes for the cover. Got that forearm right across the face. How aggressive. And here we go, trying to choke him down. Referee Charles Richardson in to make sure this is legal. Champagne not giving up.
And Vercetti better stay on top of Champagne, because this is, when you are giving an advantage like this against a tag team like Champagne and Otto Schwanz, you better take advantage at the utmost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Vercetti didn't think that out like that. I mean, he should have maybe broke out his Italian bench press championship trophy and used it or something.
Run straight into the outstretched boot of Champagne, who's flying, going for a sunset flip, has Vercetti down again, couldn't get the legs across the shoulders though.
That's right, Vercetti looks like, caught him with another one of those flying uppercuts. Champagne down again, Vercetti goes for the cover, referee down.
The uppercut from South Italy. takes Champagne down, and Vercetti calling for Jerry Wayne. Possibly, are we finally going to try and get some double team action out of this tag team?
And here we go, Jerry Wayne, the legal man. Now Vercetti holds up. Champagne exposes those ribs. Now Jerry Wayne, big shot to the back of the head, but he's got to do something to hurt this man to win this match.
Now Champagne and Otto Schwanz certainly have not done any type of flashy double team, tag team like maneuvers, but Vercetti and Jerry Wayne sure better figure out some kind of double team maneuvers if they hope to have any success.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, what Vercetti was doing right there was probably the most effective offense he's had in this match, and I mean, that's just putting the boots to the head of Champagne. You got to disorient him, you got to take him out of his mission, and referee's calling for the break. Vercetti working on him here on the ropes.
Drawing Otto Schwanz in, and you know that's probably a smart game plan because Otto Schwanz is so out there in left field mentally that you think you could be able to sucker him in and possibly cost his team.
Well, oh my goodness.
Oh, that could be a DQ right there.
DQ, that's going to be a fine come Monday morning.
It may have been inadverted in Otto Schwanz's nonsensical rambling, but regardless, Charles Richardson just hit the mat, and you know that tape is going to be reviewed.
That's right, and Jerry Wayne working over Champagne. Champagne down. I mean, this could be an upset in the making. Champagne trying to battle his way back from his knees here. Jerry Wayne trying to put the end to it. Steps across the back, makes the tag.
Now, of course, all officials are supposed to be completely unbiased, but after you've been shoved to the mat like that by one team, can you actually be completely unbiased? Do you think Charles may possibly speed up the count a touch next time Vercetti or Jerry Wayne make a cover?
Well, you know, Charles Richardson is one of the people that actually goes over the videotapes when there's a controversy along with the board of directors of CWF Mid-Atlantic, so I'm not so sure he doesn't know everything's on tape.
Champagne hammering his way out though finally, but Vercetti still too much in charge. Dug down, may have been a mistake. Champagne caught him. DDT on Vercetti.
Vercetti flat on his back, that could be it. But Champagne flat on his back as well. He's had a lot taken out of him. Referee counting both men down.
Otto Schwanz asking for Champagne to get over there and make a tag. And you notice ever since Charles hit the mat, Otto Schwanz has definitely stayed in his corner. Otto may realize he actually got away with the one then. And Vercetti, yum, about to make the tag to Jerry Wayne, but Champagne making the tag to Otto Schwanz as well.
Yeah, Schwanz now the legal man, Jerry Wayne in, and Otto Schwanz is taking out anybody that moves. Referee Richardson needs to stay in the corner right now, but Vercetti incoming, and he's got him up. Big power slam.
Boy, elevated, beautiful power slam, but Jerry Wayne was right there. Charles has got to get one of these guys out of the ring.
And I'm not sure which one's the legal man, but Jerry Wayne is taking it right to Otto Schwanz. Now we got Vercetti back in, and we've got them both slinging the big man. He's got him into the ropes and down on the mat.
Well, Jerry Wayne is definitely the legal man, along with Otto Schwanz, but right now, Vercetti got cut off by Champagne, who had enough of this double teaming nonsense.
And we all know Champagne, don't get him mad. I mean, he's an awesome enough wrestler as it is, but something like that might happen.
Champagne making a cover, but Champagne not the legal man. You see, Charles was actually very hesitant to count it because I think Charles may for a second there thought, may have been unsure himself who the legal man was.
Well, this one's gone so fast here, and there's been a lot of changes, and I gotta say it once again. Jerry Wayne and Vercetti looking pretty impressive as a tag team right now, but they don't have their focus where it should be at this point in the match.
Otto Schwanz is about to introduce them to some focus. Double noggin knocker.
Both men staggering around. Schwanz got hold of Jerry Wayne, slings him into the...
Oh my Lord, what a boot!
Took his head off with that one.
Go back and watch that in slow-mo and see the whiplash effect. That boot just met inside the skull of Jerry Wayne.
Jerry Wayne getting manhandled right now. Not sure if he knows where he's at. Otto Schwanz is clamping on.
Oh, we got a cross-faced chicken wing. Jerry Wayne is tapping like there's no tomorrow. This one is over, and Otto Schwanz and Champagne are victorious.
And you don't have to replay that. He said chicken wing, cross-faced chicken wing, a wrestling hold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners by submission in 13 minutes 24 seconds. Otto, Schwanz, and Champagne!
Oh, buddy. Oh, get that camera out of my face, buddy.
This is Lee!
Hey, Crow, you gotta do better than that, Commissioner Crow.
Well, our proud Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion is set for action in non-title competition against a tremendous up-and-coming youngster that I like more and more each time I see him, Lee Valiant.
Lee Valiant, primarily a tag team wrestler as of late, gets the opportunity. I mean, and you gotta admit, it is the opportunity of his lifetime. But Joey Silvia, cheap shot to the face, and looks like he's gonna do a little mat wrestling now for the fans.
Make no mistake, 2006 has been a phenomenal career year for Joey Silvia, and you can tell in the first 15 seconds that he's just working at a different level than everyone else. That mat wrestling, and now the speed, but what a drop kick by Lee Valiant! Nearly takes the head off of the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
That was two boot heels straight to the face. Now Valiant's got the champion backed into the ropes, and he's flailing away on him.
Well, I take back everything I just said, because Lee Valiant's maybe moving at the same speed as Silvia. And did Silvia just catch Lee Valiant low?
That was a very, very questionable maneuver. I believe he did.
You know, the way he did it was so smooth, it was almost beautiful, crushing face leg drop by Silvia there. But I gotta go back to that low blow because it was so well hidden. I don't think Charles Richardson had any hope at all of seeing it.
I don't think he did either, the way he was positioned. I mean, he was in the right position to catch a cover, but goodness gracious, in no way he could have seen that from behind.
Well, Lee Valiant got off that one beautiful drop kick, and now Silvia, thanks to something very questionable, is tearing this kid apart.
That's right, and Valiant's still on his feet, still fighting.
What it is, the good God, the legs of Lee Valiant are almost as deadly as brass monkeys.
Referee down, only able to get a 2 count, the champion able to kick out. Lee Valiant pointing towards the top.
The tag team combination of Lee Valiant and Chris Collins have looked better each and every time, but as a singles wrestler, Lee Valiant is doing an incredible performance against the champion.
That's right, and I tell you, Ty Dillinger on the outside directing traffic. Joey Silvia looking pretty confident right now. He's going to scoop up Valiant, and no telling. Here we go.
Out of gas, administered by Silvia. Here's the count. And Silvia pulls Valiant up.
Silvia showboating a little more than even usual right now.
If I'm not mistaken, he just made Ric Converse's sign for the Richter scale. And yes, indeed, Silvia, insult to injury, the AWA World Champion's very own Richter scale administered on Lee Valiant for a victory.
Joey Silvia coming out ahead on this one, unexpected ending, and now the rest of the
Dynasty in the ring, and pretty much, even though he's not here, just spit in the face of the AWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Tell them about your title picture tonight.
Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth, crackhead! Hey, by the end of the night, I'm going to be the new TV champion. I already have a victory over Ric Converse. Now as well, just give us all the titles, the tag team titles, the AWA World Heavyweight title, and Monkey Mountain Put just surrender the TV title to me right now.
Shut
What do y'all think about that, huh? Cheer all you want. If you Converse, you like to come out here and say that we're a fake dynasty. In 2003, when the whole dynasty deal began, we were part of the boys, but we were never asked. You see, attitude wasn't even in the picture. Me, I was going everywhere. Steve was just a gimmick. But no, he asked Brad Reigns, and everyone knows Brad Reigns is a terrible wrestler. And attitude just kissed everyone's butt to get where he needed to be. But we're the ones winning titles, and we're the ones that film the shows right now. So as far as I'm concerned, you are looking at the real dynasty, so treat us that way. Boo all you want. But Joey Silvia, Ty Dillinger, and Simply Steve Green runs this city. Quarterback. Where's he at? Where's Converse?
Hey, you bunch of posers. Oh, it's good to see that you know your name, because when I said posers, all three of you turned around. Yeah, I watched the tape from the last show, how you guys did this whole mock celebration, trying your best to copy Ric Converse, to copy the AWA World Heavyweight Champion, and everything that I stand for. It's the same thing you guys have been doing for the past year. You tried to steal the name of the dynasty, and it's not working. You're trying to steal everything that I've ever created, that I've ever done, that Brad Attitude's ever done, and Xsiris has ever done. But it's not working, boys. And I'm up here right now in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've been talking to Dale Gagne, trying to figure out who my opponent's going to be for the AWA convention coming December 2nd right here in Burlington, North Carolina. And I asked for a live feed so I can see exactly what's going on right now in Burlington, because I knew that when all three of you guys got in the ring at the same time, you were going to be talking, saying all this crap, telling all these lies to the fans, trying to make them believe that you're the ones that started the dynasty, that you're the ones that are starting everything and so original. But it's not true, and it's time to end it. So what have I done? I've talked to Commissioner Cross, and I've got a little match set up for November 18th at the annual Ultimate Survivor. It's going to be a triathlon match, and it's going to be winner take all. The real dynasty against you bunch of posing fake dynasty wannabes. What I mean by winner take all, I mean all the rights to the dynasty. The music, the trademarks, the logos, the hand signals, whatever. It's all on the line, and whoever wins gets it all. So boys, you better be ready. November 18th, Ultimate Survivor, the real dynasty is coming to do one thing. That's run the city on all you posers.
Screws are getting put on Fatback, and we cannot receive a championship opportunity tonight because the office wanted to politic their way into making my man Handsome Mitch use the golden ticket and use the opportunity earned at the CWF Rumble for a title opportunity tonight. So we get stuck in a non-title match against Bruiser Graham 2006 and Rob McBride. But that's going to come back to bite the office the opportune moment. We're not going to have our hand forced because the office wants us to do it. Donnie, your time comes tonight. Mitch, your time comes tonight because we make a statement and put down. I don't want to hear about your sex life, Four Eyes. Because tonight we make a statement, and that is no matter who comes out and talks about how they're going to steal the show doesn't start till we hit the ring. Wilson!
Big opportunity for Brad Stutz' Fatback Enterprises here today against the tag team champions, the Boogie Woogie Man, Rob McBride, and Tank Lawson. And even though this is a non-title match, a win here would go a long way in re-establishing Fatback Enterprises as the faction in CWF Mid-Atlantic rings.
Well, you know, being #1 tag team contender wouldn't hurt a thing either. You think about it, Mitch Connor is a former Mid-Atlantic tag team champion. I mean, he's not too awfully far removed from having the belt around his own waist.
That's right, Mitch Connor, also a former Mid-Atlantic television champion. The man that defeated him for that title is standing across from him right now, that being the Boogie Woogie Man, Rob McBride. Of course, Rob McBride, just a few weeks back, lost the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight crown at the 6th Annual Rumble, courtesy of the new Dynasty and Joey Silvia.
Right now, Tank Lawson, the powerhouse, the legal man, beating away in the corner on Big Donnie Dollars. Dollars trying to fight his way. He's slung across the ropes. Tank's able to nail him with a tank liner.
Tank Lawson and Rob McBride, they have a lot of fun, but they've been through a lot of difficult times as of late, and it all came to a head at the Rumble when Rob McBride, the first man in CWF history to hold the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight crown and the tag team title simultaneously, was dethroned for the tag team title. Tank Lawson could do nothing but sit and watch it all go down, and now you gotta think the champions are very, very vulnerable.
Right now, Tank Lawson rolls over Dollars, only able to get a 2 count. Referee Katie Kincaid down for that one. Tank Lawson, I don't know if he's applauding or complaining about the cadence, but he goes straight to the face of Dollars, getting a warning to use the open the hand. That looked like a closed fist as well. I mean, it's Tank.
Well, the size of both Tank and Rob has certainly been demonstrated here in the early going, because Donnie Dollars usually isn't on his back for more than a couple of seconds during the entire duration of a contest. But they have beaten Dollars from pillar to post to Mitch Connor so far here in the early going.
And Connor knocked off the ring apron. Brad Stutz in trying to do a little damage control here. Dollars, a legal man. His partner got knocked off of the apron by himself here, and Brad Stutz trying to make sure he stays in the match here.
A lot of people thought Fatback Enterprises was pretty much dead and buried when the box office draw, Michael Yamaha, picked up his ball and went home, quitting not only on Fatback Enterprises, but quitting in the middle of a Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title match.
Yeah, that's kind of controversial in itself, because leading up to that, that's all we heard out of him for months was, I want a title match. And I mean, got what he wanted and packed his bags and left.
But even though I cannot stand Brad Stutz, I cannot stand his voice, and I cannot stand the sight of him.
What about the pink shirt?
It's a cloudy day, but not where Brad Stutz is standing. But regardless, rather than sit in a corner and cry, Brad Stutz went out, and quite possibly the biggest win in his entire faction's history occurred at the Rumble as well, as Mitch Connor won the Rumble by eliminating Tank Lawson, as he is happily pointing out here, and reformed a new Fatback Enterprises. So Brad Stutz, in the span of less than 1 month, can have the 6th Annual Rumble winner and score a non-title win over the tag team champions. I think it's safe to say Fatback Enterprises is indeed back in a big way.
Well, that is very much the truth. I mean, Fatback Enterprises, a lean, mean Fatback Enterprises.
Lean
added a lot of experience to the roster just with the addition of Mitch Connor. And you got to keep your eyes open because you know Stutz. I mean, his factions tend to be 3, 4, and we've seen them in the past 5, 6, and 7 members. I mean, how long will he stay pat at just 2?
Well, quite honestly, with the original Fatback Enterprises, he stuck with those for quite a while and never really watered down the faction, and I can respect that to some degree. And maybe a lot of people will look at the new Fatback Enterprises, and it all boils down to the comparison between Mitch Connor and Michael Yamaha. And you can have very valid points on both individuals, but the fact is, Mitch Connor has held more championships in recent times than Michael Yamaha.
Well, that is true. Mitch Connor coming off of a couple of impressive championship runs himself, and I mean, very familiar with Rob McBride, and Boogie Woogie Man lifts him up, big beautiful back suplex. Connor taking that one square in the middle of the spine.
Boogie Woogie Man Rob McBride, another individual that certainly had a career year in 2006, becoming the first man in history to win the CWF Triple Crown of the television title, the tag title, the heavyweight title, and he did it all in the span of 6-7 months.
Yeah, he had an impressive run. He's still in the midst of an impressive run. And right now, Tank Lawson in and drives Connor straight down to the canvas.
Well, Rob McBride set Tank up beautifully for that. Some good double team work, showing why they are the tag team champions. And Tank Lawson showing why he is indeed the strongest man in the Mid-Atlantic.
And right now, Tank Lawson rakes the eyes with his boots.
Tank Lawson, people love him, but he will break a rule in a heartbeat.
I think sometimes he forgets.
He does get a little bit carried away now and then, if we have to be honest, but what a jawbreaker by Mitch Connor as he buried the jaw of Tank Lawson into his own skull, making a tag to Donnie Dollars. And this is where Fatback Enterprises should really be dominant. Donnie Dollars up on his feet, hammering away down at any individual.
Yeah, the veteran savvy of Connor able to turn that situation around completely. Now, Connor's having a word in here with Pops, I believe. Is he ordering pizza?
Mitch Connor is in our concession stand looking for a bit of a reprieve while Donnie Dollars goes to work on Tank Lawson inside the squared circle. The chops of Rob McBride apparently need to be smoothed over as Donnie Dollars is temporarily working a handicap match, but lucky for him, it is just one-on-one as they have isolated Tank Lawson.
Yeah, Connor finally making his way back up on the ring apron after he last tagged out. And Donnie Dollars having his way with Tank Lawson, something we don't say real often in any match.
Well, it's a wash either way with these two individuals. Both are so big, so strong, and so hard to take down. Donnie Dollars weathered the storm early. Now we get to see if Tank Lawson can do the same thing.
Yeah, and you see Donnie Dollars went right to the blatant chokehold. Now he goes for a cover. Referee only able to get a 2 count. Lawson able to kick out of that one. Dollars needs to get back up and back on this man if he wants to get into a position to win these titles.
It's almost unbelievable that this is the first time this tag team match has ever taken place, because there is so much history here throughout 2006 as Dollars crushes Lawson in the corner. I mean, you had Rob McBride beating Mitch Connor for both the tag titles and the television title this year, and Mitch Connor eliminated Tank Lawson to win the Rumble.
Yeah, it just keeps going around in circles. Now you add Donnie Dollars to the faction here, to the group. Brad Stutz is sitting in the catbird seat talent-wise right now.
Well, Brad Stutz and Rob McBride, their feud didn't start this year. Their feud went back to pretty much the first day Brad Stutz stepped his foot into this sport.
Well, there's a lot of animosity between the two of them and a lot of history and a few laughs, actually. I mean, Stutz has been pinned by, what, every member of, like, for 3 generations of McBride's family at one point or another in a ring.
You're exactly right. Mitch Connor, thanks to the early onslaught of Donnie Dollars, has Tank Lawson well in hand, but a very ill-advised vertical suplex, because there's just no way Tank Lawson reverses it.
Oh my goodness, Connor in a world of hurt. Lawson He's signaling for the fans to get behind him here. I mean, doesn't he get enough of that already? But right now, Connor closest to his corner, but he's not retreating. He's got the wrist of Tank Lawson, tags in Donnie Dollars. Great tag team wrestling.
Mitch Connor and Donnie Dollars may not have been together very long, but both have a lot of experience in tag team wrestling. So you have to think on that basis alone, they're going to gel very well together.
That's right. Now look at this. Big power move by Dollars. Dollars comes in, drops a big leg across the face. Tank Lawson.
Here's a count by referee Katie Kincaid, and only a 2 as Dollars starting to get frustrated.
This is kind of a signature move, but we don't see it as much as we did, let's say, a year and a half ago when Dollars first came into the area.
Dollars once proclaimed himself the king of TV in his early days because even though he wasn't getting a lot of wins as a rookie, he was piling up some incredible experience against pretty much everyone under the sun, and that really made him the individual he is today.
Yeah, he is a well-rounded competitor, and I say that not in jest. I mean, he is one of the young guys that could have a very, very successful future right here in CWF Mid-Atlantic.
He certainly marked his territory, so to speak, in 2006 because he has proven to be the perfect addition to Fatback Enterprises, because Brad Stutz has always had this affliction with the big, powerful monsters, and Donnie Dollars is all of that and possibly even a touch smarter than your average monster.
Yeah, Donnie Dollars been impressive ever since day one. Right now, Connor going to work, bare knees straight to the skull of Tank Lawson.
It was the interference of Donnie Dollars and those unpadded knees of Mitch Connor that sent him to victory at the Rumble, but an amateur takedown by Tank Lawson, and where in the world did Tank get that one from?
I'm not sure Tank was ever an amateur wrestler, was he?
Mitch Connor smartly hooking the leg, preventing Tank Lawson from going anywhere. Mitch Connor may have had the wind knocked out of him, but he still had enough presence of mind to hook the leg, make the tag, and get the big man back in.
Yeah, and the Boogie Woogie man stuck in his corner, can't do a thing about it. As Dollars and Connor are able to make the switch here. Dollars now the legal man. He's got Tank up and over. Big suplex.
Well, quite honestly, this is arguably the most punishment I've ever seen Tank Lawson endure in a contest.
That's right. Donnie Dollars first man back up. Lawson still flat on his back. He's signaling this one to be over.
Well, I don't know if he can get Dollars up in the slot machine or ATM for that matter. Oh, but he's going for the slot machine right here and now. And he does it! Buries Tank Lawson with the slot machine. But how much did it take out of Donnie Dollars, who's unable to follow up and make a tag?
Donnie Dollars is trying. He's over to the ropes, but his partner's not even up on the apron at this point. Tank Lawson is stunned, but trying to make his way back over to his corner.
Well, that slot machine may have taken as much out of Dollars as it did out of Tank Lawson. Oh, Dollars is having some problems with his knee there, or I don't know if he blew something out trying to get Tank up and runs right into Fireman's carry!
Oh my goodness, Dollars head first into the canvas. Dollars just barely moving, but Tank took the brunt of that one as well. I mean, these guys are putting it all on the line. You've got to wonder what kind of damage they're doing to themselves.
We've had two humongous offensive maneuvers hit back to back, and I'll venture to say that both Donnie Dollars and Tank Lawson are almost going to be done for the rest of this contest, but we have tags on both sides to Rob McBride and Mitch Connor.
Yeah, the Boogie Woogie man now in another stiff clothesline. Connor down, one for Donnie Dollars. He's back to Connor, lifts him up and slams him to the canvas.
Rob McBride on fire, but this could be a handicap match. Donnie Dollars is trying to help out his partner, but just nothing left in the tank. And now can we have Saturday Night Superstar, the maneuver that ended Mitch Connor's TV title reign, but Dollars boot square between the eyes of Rob McBride. Mitch Connor with the cover, the feet on the ropes, and we have a 3 count. Fatback Enterprises is going to win this non-title match against the tag team champions.
What an ending to an incredible match. Mitch Connor having words with the fans at ringside, putting the boots back to Lawson on his way out. Your winners, Fatback Enterprises, Big Donnie Dollars, and a very handsome gentleman, Mitch Connor.
I think we can officially declare them the #1 contenders to the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch and Donnie Dollars. The Gemini Kid and Kamakazi Kid situation, it went from just more than just the Weaver Cup trophy. It went into this scientific rules match that the Gemini Kid wanted. Then it went into an incredible thing called the Kazi's Rules match. How many people out here saw Kazi's Rules match? There was ladders, tables, chairs, thumbtacks. It was incredible. So, I thought it'd only be fitting that these two men lock it up. Lock it up. November 18th, Ultimate Survivor. We're going to have those two men inside this ring. He cost the Kamakazi Kid the AWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight title when he had Joey Silvia beat, plain and simple, in this ring. He came out, he spoiled the match, and then he said he knew the way to kill him. Since the thumbtacks, the table, the chairs, the ladder didn't kill him, he wants to take his mask. Everybody started emailing. I've been tied up all week with how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Will he accept the challenge? If he accepts the challenge, what will he do? Well, I'll tell you this, he will accept the challenge. He will accept the challenge, but he wanted a little something extra in return. He wanted the hair of Gemini Kid. And when I say the hair, I mean shaved bald. So with that being said, and in keeping with tradition, the tradition of Ultimate Survivor, cut the music there for just a minute, Randolph. Before I hand you the microphone, I want to say, I think the fans have made up their mind who they want back, and your music is so apropos because, you know, it's why can't we get along, but yet you saying you've done nothing wrong, the fans turned their back on you. That's absolutely right, Commissioner Cross. The fans turned their back on the Gemini Kid. They start cheering for the Kamakazi Kid. And I've made it my personal mission to get rid of the Kamakazi Kid. He's been trucked on his head from the top rope. He's been powerbombed in thumbtacks, and he keeps coming back. So there's only one way that you can get rid of the Kamakazi Kid, and that's taking his mask, taking his identity. There will be no more Kamakazi Kid after the Ultimate Survivor, because he's putting his mask on the line. The Gemini Kid's putting his hair on the line. But it's not going to be just any old match. You see, Ultimate Survivor, we've always had matches with multitudes of people. And at Ultimate Survivor this time, the match has never occurred on the East Coast before. It's going to be the Cage of Death. What is that? That's right, you've never seen it before. That means everybody that's in the ring is putting up something precious. Kamakazi Kid's putting up his mask. I'm putting up my hair. And we're going to pick more participants for this match. They're all going to put up either their hair or their mask. We've got to escape the cage. There are 8 people will be in the cage, and you've got to escape over the top and get down to the floor until there's only 2 remaining in that cage. Those 2 will face off one-on-one to a one-fall finish, and the loser either takes off his mask or is shaved bald. And you better believe, Kamakazi Kid, I'm gonna take that mask, I'm gonna take your identity, and I'm gonna run you out of the CWF. Because this is my house. This is my match. And you're going down. And I'm taking that mask. Kamakazi. No. On 18. We've got some. No. I know. We've got some business to take care of. As the Gemini Kid said, this will be in keeping with the tradition of Ultimate Survivor. There will be 8 participants. 8 participants. There will be captains. There will be Gemini Kid and his participants, and a Kamakazi Kid and his participants. But let me tell you something, Kazi. I know how bad you want this man. I know how bad you want this man. But in order to get him in his cage, he wanted me to instruct you that you cannot touch him until that night. It's the only way that he will do it. I'm sorry, it's the only way. You want him in this match, or do you want to shave his head? How many people want to see his head shaved? So I'm begging you, don't touch him. Let's get down to business here. We're going to pick the participants right here and now. I'll take Jesse Ortega. No. It doesn't happen like that. I've got a coin in my pocket. We're going to flip the coin to see who gets the first chance. Who wants to call it in the air? Somehow I knew that.
Hey! We sing Christmas while we're down here.
Heads.
Thanksgiving too.
Yes! Tails. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kamakazi Kid has won the coin toss. Kamakazi, who's your first participant? Jesse Ortega. You heard it?
Call him out. Get him out.
You want him out here? Let's bring out Jesse Ortega. Jesse.
He's too old, Jesse. He's a crybaby.
You know, when I talk to my friends about this match, when I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about real wrestlers like Fishman, like El Connect, like Atlantis. They know about the Cage of Death because they've been in it before, and they said, Gemini, if you want to get rid of the Kamakazi Kid, you don't pick friends, you pick people that's going to hate Kamakazi's guts or stick them in a match, putting their hair on the line. So I'm going to pick the Rumble winner, Mitch Connor. Sit around, Mitch Connor.
The answer is absolutely not. Give me that.
I'm sorry. He wanted.
Sorry, give me that.
He wanted.
Okay. There are some traditions in Mid-Atlantic wrestling. There's a lot of tradition here. Some traditions you people don't know about. And one tradition is about this time of the year, every year, Gemini Kid falls off the wagon. He gets drunk with his lucha buddies, and he comes back with some stupid, retarded match. Years ago, it was a triathlon, and then it was that stupid reverse elimination where one of my guys got their head shaved, and then now it's this freaking no, absolutely not. You're not putting either one of my guys in some cage where you get your head shaved. No, I don't like you anyway.
Before I was interrupted, I said he won the right to choose 3 more participants. Mitch Connor, he chose you.
Are you on drugs? We had this conversation. I said no. I got a guaranteed title shot in my future. You think I want to get crippled falling off some cage? You think I want to lose my beautiful head of hair? This is your fight. This ain't my fight. This isn't even a wrestling match. It's some sort of crazy Mexican real world road rules gauntlet challenge nonsense. I wouldn't let one of my men shave down there for you. Make this right, Brad. Make this right. Hell no. Not doing it. Sorry.
It's like I said, it's not about friendship, it's about business. And the business is until we get rid of the Kamakazi Kid, none of us are going to get what we want.
Well, you boys have a heck of a night. We're not doing it. Goodbye.
So 2 weeks from now, you're going in the cage with me, and you're going to help me make sure he's the last one in. And I'm going to make sure he loses his mask.
I hate you both. He's an idiot and he's retarded, but I don't really hate him that much. I don't care.
The pick is final. Mitch Connor, you're in the cage. You're in the cage. Who's your next pick?
Give me Maverick or Helms and I'll go in there.
I want Ultra Dragon. He's not here tonight, but I want Ultra Dragon in my corner.
I guess he would represent the mask. Gemini Kid,
We can beat up Ultra Dragon. Must be this
like I said, it's not about friends, it's about business. And there's one person I know that's sick enough to be in a cage that will guarantee that Kamakazi Kid is the last one in, and that's Solomon Spades.
He's okay. Yeah, that guy's all right.
Let's go ahead and bring us on. He said Solomon Spades.
Solomon is not here tonight. He's off meditating in preparation for Ultimate Survivor. But I'm sure he'd be more than happy to help you out, Gemini.
All right, Solomon Spades it is. One more.
Another little guy.
I know some guy that's got a lot of hair. Hey, how about the Boogie Woogie Man?
Wait a minute. Boogie's got to go over the cage. Boogie's got to go over the cage.
Ain't nobody shaving my head, Daddy.
That's it. Boogie's in. You got one more choice.
We get him in the cage, we bust him up, he's got one partner. Alright, who else we got? Let me know.
Like I said, it's not about friends, it's about business. And the best person to have in the cage, by Ace in the Hole, Michael McAllister.
What? Why? You can't take it's my hair.
Thank you, Michael.
Drunk son of a...
You're sure, Michael McAllister.
Oh, that's
it. This is all 8 participants in the steel cage. Remember, guys, you got to go over the top. Last man in the cage gets his head shaved or gets the mask removed.
Hey,
That's it.
We got 3 words for you, boys. Ball-headed geeks! Ball-headed geeks! Ball-headed geeks! Ball-headed geeks! Ball-headed geeks! Ball-headed geeks! It's gonna be you!
Ladies and gentlemen, you will see this cage match at Ultimate Survivor. You will also see the triathlon that you heard. I had Ric Converse on the phone earlier. That match will happen. There will only be one dynasty after Ultimate Survivor also. Let's hear it as we go to the back and go to our main event.
Simply Steve Green!
The AWA Mid-Atlantic Television Champion, Brass Monkey, is set to defend his coveted gold against an old partner, and in fact, an old Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship partner in Simply Steve Green.
Yeah, Simply Steve Green. He doesn't travel alone these days, as you see manager Ty Dillinger and the AWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion Joey Silvia out at ringside as referee Red Jones takes the strap to show it to the challenger here.
Keep dreaming, Steve. There's no secret who the real champion was when you were tag team champions, because Brass Monkey was the heart and soul of that duo.
That's right, Brass Monkey chomping at the bits, ready to get started in this 10-minute television time limit title match against his former tag team partner.
Randolph, I swear I almost have an ulcer as we wait on Red Jones to ring the bell, because after what happened last month with the new dynasty stealing the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight crown from Rob McBride in situations just like this, where one of them wrestles and the other 2 idiots stand at ringside, I'm so worried that Brass Monkey, as great of a champion as he has been, as great of a champion as he can continue to be, he is going to get robbed of the gold that means so much to that kid.
Well, you know, it is a matter of numbers, and it's 3-on-1 with 2 other men sitting on the outside, regardless what their capacity is for being at ringside.
I have no doubt in my mind that one-on-one, with no interference, Brass Monkey is a superior technician and a superior wrestler than Simply Steve Green. Unfortunately, Steve Green has idiots like Joey Silvia and Ty Dillinger at ringside. And Steve Green, he can win matches on his own, but he cannot match the heart of Brass Monkey.
Yeah, and right now Steve Green going to some questionable tactics, slapping the back of the head of Brass Monkey. I mean, I'm sure that's not real into the trying to hurt your opponent category as it is trying to humiliate him, and Brass Monkey pays him back with a little of the same.
You know, way back in the summer, the first time these 2 ever squared off in the ring after Steve Green joined this new dynasty, Brass Monkey did not even want to fight him. He turned his back and wanted to walk away, and Steve Green gave him that one shot, and Brass Monkey has not looked back since that day. The Steve Green that used to be the American Steel Ninja does not exist any longer in the mind of Brass Monkey. This is a new man, this is a new day, and in Brass Monkey's mind, he's just another challenger for the Mid-Atlantic television title.
That's right, and so far it has been a one-on-one contest, but then as soon as I opened my mouth...
Yeah, not even wasting time. Steve Green was pretty much had the advantage dropkick right inside the face of Brass Monkey.
And, you know, that could break the nose, the jaw. I mean, the champion probably in a world of hurt right now gets draped across the ropes. Steve Green jacking jaw with the referee, and Joey Silvia on the floor once again involved.
Joey Silvia didn't even wait for his partner to even be in jeopardy, Randolph. It was the early chain wrestling portions of the match, and Joey Silvia is already sticking his nose in. That more than anything could well spell doom for Brass Monkey.
Brass Monkey in the ropes right now, holding himself up. Steve Green's going to pull him off, sling him into the opposite side, and meeting him with a boot in the midsection. Now, we've seen this before.
Oh, Steve Green, go for the setting sun, but Monkey slips out, and Gregory right to the back of the head.
Steve Green didn't see that. He simply didn't see that one coming.
He deserved every bit of that kick. Brass Monkey, the most deadly, dangerous feat, and all the men like we were almost had a spinal tap all the way on the way. Steve Green, of course, had it scouted, and he hurried to his little idiots at ringside.
That's right, out on the floor, but Monkey meets him head on. And look at that, he's taking out the trash.
Now, Brass Monkey broke up that love fest real quick, going to the outside and getting Steve Green back inside the square circle where this match needs to be.
You know, I think Monkey's mentality right now is, I've only got 10 minutes to beat up Steve. Let's get him back in the ring.
That's right, all Mid-Atlantic television titles only have a 10-minute time limit. Some people stand and fight, just like Brass Monkey. Some people run and hide, like Michael McAllister. Series of reversals, and Steve Green showing that he is indeed no slouch as far as wrestling acumen as he hit that neck breaker, lateral press, and only a 2.
Yeah, but I mean, on his way over to the press, he's signaling a title belt. I mean, don't you have to put the horse in front of the wagon?
If anyone should have learned from Joey Silvia's mistakes of the years and years of failures, it should be Steve Green, because God knows Joey Silvia was the biggest choke artist in this company's history until October 14th.
That's right, that looked almost like a low blow right there to stop Monkey in his tracks and drops him, and then goes over to his loving fans, who we could count on one finger here, I'm sure.
Steve Green making the cover, referee Red Jones with the counting. I'll tell you one thing. It perplexes me as to why Red Jones doesn't just take a stand and go ahead and kick Ty Dillinger and Joey Silvia out of here. Brass Monkey doesn't have anyone standing in his corner to give him hugs and kisses if he goes to the outside.
Well, I mean, I don't think Brass Monkey's so concerned about getting boo-boos as these guys are.
Now Silvia once again putting the boots to Brass Monkey. The Mid-Atlantic television champion is being stomped right on the concrete floor here at the CSA and being rolled back in to Steve Green, who of course is just going to probably make a cover. Yeah, go blow yourself.
Yeah, Steve Green's too busy making his little homeboy gang signs. I'm not sure exactly which music video he learned that off of, but Brass Monkey, he's down, but he's not out. He's trying to fight back, but it's 3-on-1 like we just keep saying over and over.
Vertical suplex by Steve Green and continuing to stomp away at Brass Monkey. Oh, Randolph, I just hope the time limit runs out on this Joker. If these idiots at ringside keep sticking their nose in, I hope even if Brass Monkey can't stand a chance 3 against 1, maybe the clock will come back to haunt him.
Well, I tell you what, regardless of the outcome, you got to be afraid if you're Dillinger or any of the guys going to hang around the outside that one day, somewhere down the road, Monkey's going to finally get hold of you and you're going to taste that spinal tap.
A Brass Monkey has sent people right out of CWF before, and don't think that there are no individuals he would rather send out of this company than Steve Green, Joey Silvia, and Ty Dillinger.
Do I not remember correctly that one night at a show at an arena away from Burlington that Brass Monkey's opponent left the arena without even changing clothes?
I think that's a fair enough assessment of that legend.
That was a retirement, if I'm not mistaken.
Brass Monkey has sent people into retirement on more than one occasion as Steve Green applying the sharpshooter, and Joey Silvia is pulling the rope back so Brass Monkey can't even grab the thing.
And the referee had to see it. He's finally calling for a break, but he's not, being real authoritative about it, but you just got to wonder. I mean, these guys are volatile. I mean, I guess referees open game to them too, eh?
I mean, I understand Red Jones can only watch one of them at a time, but just go ahead and kick them both out.
I tell you what, Brass Monkey he's not got a lot going for him right now. He has taken a beating, and now Steve Green got him back in the ropes, trying to choke him out with the use of the ropes. And I mean, all the referee can do is count.
And the clock keeps ticking and ticking and ticking on the TV title chances of one Simply Steve Green.
Yeah, but every time Steve Green walks away, you've got to know that he is confident. His partners on the outside are somewhere close by to make sure Monkey doesn't do anything, but Monkey got a little bit of a breath there in that respite. And I mean, here he goes back on to Green, off on the ropes.
Big leg lariat, and boy, every chop Monkey threw, you can see the determination in his eyes. Only a 2 count.
Steve Green totally in shock to find himself on his back in a pinning predicament, but he's able to fight his way out of it. Monkey dazed again.
Because of a blatant eye rake, he fought his way out of it, and now going to choke a poor man out on the ropes.
That's right, the second rope seems to be Steve Green's favorite weapon of choice here during the latter portions of this match. Red Jones is warning him off, but that just leaves Monkey open for attack from the floor again.
Steve Green taking full advantage of the interference of Joey Silvia. Once again, setting up Brass Monkey, Irish Whip, boot straight to the midsection, going for the setting sun again. And can he hit it this time? Yes, he can! Has Monkey down! The count! Brass Monkey kicks out!
Monkey has seen that very move used on opponents there for so long during title matches. Now he's feeling it himself. Steve Green up and feeling his oats right now. He has got an advantage over the TV champion, but he needs to pin the man to win this title.
He's hit the setting stun, could not put Monkey away, and now Steve Green trying to set him up for the fatality. Monkey shrugs him off, spinal tap.
Finally able to nail Green in the middle of the back. He is in a world of hurt, and you could hear it all over the Carolina sports arena.
We've got another count. Steve Green kicks out, but I question how much can he feel his lower extremities? How much feeling did he lose in those hands? Because that spinal tap, look at this! Monkey wings! How long has it been since Brass Monkey has hit a monkey wings? He has the cover, has the leg. Steve Green is kicking out.
Tell you what, Steve Green's showing a lot of resilience during this match. He has been Pearl Harbored by Brass Monkey and able to fight his way out each time. And right now, Monkey's got him back in the ropes. Green trying to reverse it, and the educated feet go back to work.
Backcracker! Brass Monkey, it's how he won the television title. He's got the backcracker, follow with the Dragon Sleeper, and we have under 30 seconds to go in the time limit as Monkey continues to rinse back.
Ty Dillinger going crazy. And
it's over! It's over! Ty Dillinger can do nothing but watch with seconds left. Brass Monkey makes Steve Green tap out with under 5 seconds to go in the time limit.
Joey Silvia attacks Brass Monkey. Ty Dillinger putting the boots to the champion. Now here we go. It's 3-on-1, what we've been talking about this whole match. Steve Green wailing away on our television champion.
It's a 2-on-1 attack, and if you count Ty Dillinger on Xsiris, Xsiris was trying to make the save, and we've got Dynasty versus Dynasty as Joey Silvia caught him coming in.
Oh my goodness, Silvia's got Xsiris trying to put him up, drop him flat on his head.
Wait, no, Silvia has Xsiris attitude adjustment. He's hit Lee Valiant with the Richter scale. He's hit Xsiris with the attitude adjustment. Insult to injury in the face of the original Dynasty. And now Steve Green with Xsiris' very own DUI.
Oh my goodness, it looks like a wreck on the highway.
Oh, and finally, get the tag team champions here to aid a little more. Coming off that Rumble loss to Joey Silvia in the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight title, Rob McBride and Tank Lawson have joined the fray to make the save for Brass Monkey and Xsiris.
Yeah, and our beloved, and I say that with bile in my mouth, heavyweight champion and his cronies exit the Carolina Sports Arena, and this is CWF Mid-Atlantic.
And we're just 2 weeks away from Ultimate Survivor. The new Dynasty has obviously sent a message to the original Dynasty where it will be Brett Attitude, Xsiris, Ric Converse versus Joey Silvia, Steve Green, and possibly Ty Dillinger.
That's right, it's CWF Mid-Atlantic, where the world goes to watch wrestling.